Mandrico Hinka. And you are?
Hi, I'm Evie.
I'm Josh.
And you are Awaystead, correct?
No, we're Atom Dive.
Oh, my apologies.
Yes, we're Awaystead.
I was about to say, I wrote the wrong name on the notes here. I thought I was talking to Awaystead here. So you guys are from North Florida, right?
Yes, we are from Daytona Beach.
So you're right outside Will's Pub right now, down here in Orlando. Welcome, welcome. It's my hometown. Represent. What brings you down here?
Kind of just, Orlando's pretty sick, you know, and like we've always wanted to play at Will's Pub, so, well, at least I've always wanted to. I don't know if you have with the old band or whatever, but it's been a cool dream of mine to do this, so it's sick.
Yeah, I've never played at Will's Pub before, but I've always wanted to, so luckily we're here.
Any nerves?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've been like slowly trying to like gain my breath and control my heart from beating really fast, but we're doing it, you know.
You're here. You're doing it.
We're doing it. We're making it something.
I'm not really nervous, but I'm just like, let's do this. Let's get it over with, pretty much, just to, because we've been building up and we've been working on this for the whole entire year that we've been in lockdown and stuff. So we're excited to be out.
So yeah, welcome to Will's Pub. You guys, speaking of, you know, the old band, you guys are kind of, you know, not directly correlated to or rising from, but, you know, you're kind of rising from the ashes of the previous band that you were involved with, Dutch Martins, another like psych kind of grungy kind of band. How many, this is your what, second show playing?
It's going to be second show, yeah. Yep.
When was the last one? Pre-COVID, right?
Right as it was starting up before
Like the
lockdown.
Yeah, like the month, like probably like a couple weeks like right before lockdown. Yeah.
Yeah. So how you guys ready? Are we showing off new material here? Do you have a backing band? Because I know it's just you two. Are you planning maybe in the future to have one? Or are we going to see a drummer on stage filling in for you? Or
We are. I just bought my roommate a drum kit so she could start learning, because she wanted to do that for a little bit, but it's completely new material. We've been working on it all year. The first show we played some of the Dutch Martins' old songs, but right now we're coming at you fresh. Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the songwriting process for these fresh tracks, you know?
Lord, that's a tough question.
I feel like we kind of just go at it, like, well, okay, what are we gonna do? And I was like, well, I have this, and she'll be like, well, I have this, and we'll just like sit down and like jam it out and see what happens, and like just like our first song we kind of like wrote together, like the song that we have on our Bandcamp, Fairview Avenue, we kind of like wrote that one together, and then like I'll write a song and then she'll write a song, and then we'll just kind of like go for it and like just like see what happens with it and like jam it out for a while. But it's good. Like it always turns out like really solid for both of us, you know.
Yeah, so I checked out the Can't Bear to See You Go demos on Bandcamp. I thought they were phenomenal. Very polished, very clean, coming from like that Dutch Martins material, you know, very acoustic. The first track features pretty much just you on vocals, a little acoustic guitar, and this, I can only describe it as a sine wave. Yes, keys. It's a very intense synth, and it just builds like this mood. So like, what was that a jam? Was that something you had been sitting on for a minute with Dutch Martins, or was this something new? Like, did you guys create that together, or how did that happen?
That's actually the first song that we wwrote together. We both sat down and decided to start working on music together, and then I had some chords written down, he had some piano chords, and we put them together, and then we created that, and that's our first official song that we did together. And then the entire track is just a quick live recording because we wanted people to hear it. Yeah.
Like that was actually like the first like song that you and I did like the split like writing on and stuff, you know.
Yeah. Because he wrote the lyrics without knowing. He used to leave me like poems and everything whenever we'd hang out here, write notes, and then just leave them at my house, and I collaborated everything that he's written. Those are the lyrics for that song.
So, poetry, huh? I know you guys skate a lot. You've been skating for what I can determine only as your entire life. Yeah, so besides skating, besides music, what else do you guys do with your free time? Poetry being one of them, obviously. Have you always been doing poetry? And
pretty much. I've been writing and writing poetry for like probably like 5 years. Like, but I don't really do anything with it. I just I write it and I put it in a notebook and I leave it in my drawer. And that's pretty much all I do with it, except for whenever we do stuff, you know, whenever we do like music, like I'll be like, oh well, I wrote this one and I have been jamming it out on my keyboard and it sounds really cool. Let's do something, and then yeah.
So what else have you been doing with your time, Evie?
I started painting recently, but other than that, honestly, nothing. It's either skating or music or working, and then that's what this whole entire year we've been dedicating our time to music specifically. Every now and then we'd get exercise and then go out and skate. But other than that, we're practicing right after work. We're coming home, we're practicing, we're working on stuff. So we have a new album coming out soon that we've been working on. So
Is that going to be more home brewed stuff, more DIY recording, or are you guys looking at a space, or?
we're actually going to be recording with Luke Luterio again. He mastered, produced, and did the drum tracks for every single Dutch Martens album. And then I thought it was only appropriate to go back to him because he did an amazing job with everything else. So we're going to work with him again. Yeah.
Luke Luterio is certainly an interesting character.
Yeah, he is. I love him. He's awesome, though. Yeah.
He's always been so down for music, though. Like, I used to go to DSC, and he would just be like, I would walk out of my class and go into like the big like open like plaza for them, and he would like just be jamming on his acoustic guitar. He would have like the full setup, and like he would just be like loving it. And I was like, oh, who is this guy? And then I found out that like he recorded all of like her old stuff and like all of like Dutch Martens, and I was like, oh shit, like whoa, like this is a small ass world, but.
Like, it was just insane to find out that that was the guy.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, no wonder this guy likes music so much. He records it, he plays it, he does everything, so it's cool.
So going back to skating, approximately, how many boards have you been through in your guys' lives?
I could not count. I can't tell you how many boards I've broken or went through. No. probably over 100 boards. I've been skating since I was like young, before teenage years, you know. I can't even tell you, it's probably been 10 years since I've been skating, so more than that probably, but yeah, too many boards.
I'm on my fifth board.
Fifth board?
Yeah, I haven't broken any, unfortunately, but I'm on my fifth one because I've been finally accustomed to what I like, what I enjoy skating and stuff, so yeah, I'm there now.
How long have you been skating for?
Since right the start of COVID, so about 1.5 years now. I can't believe it's been that long.
Getting good, getting those chops up?
No.
Well, I mean, you did get the dislocated shoulder the first fucking month of you skating.
And you pushed through that. You went out very soon after that injury and started skating.
As soon as it stopped hurting, even when it was hurting, that was when I wanted to go skating more than ever. I'm just like, well, if I hurt it once, I mean, what else can I hurt besides it again? So.
Guess you could have broken a leg.
Oh, I did that actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I have a big old plate in this one right here, you know, a plate and 6 screws. That was back in probably 2017 when I did that. But
yeah. What happened exactly?
Went to do this grind trick and I got in the middle and I was like, whoa, and I slipped and I landed right back on it and my entire leg went sideways that way. So my entire all my bones moved and both of them broke. So there's a video of it too.
I was about to say that.
There's a video of it on YouTube. It's a video called Face. It's by Michael Hoffman.
And that's your brother, correct?
Yeah, we're actually twins. Yeah, but yeah, he made that video. But that's the first 30 seconds, just bone break.
You just shattering your femur or whatever.
Just both the bones, both the leg bones, right here.
So skating is skating's definitely interesting to me because it's always been very synonymous with music and artists, and I don't know why. I don't have an explanation for it, but maybe perhaps you two have some sort of insight into why the two worlds kind of collide all the time, it seems like. And do you think that will always be kind of a thing?
No doubt. I feel skateboarding is very artistic. Everybody in skateboarding is just like a very like they have such a good mind with everything, you know. Like you can meet somebody who like skates like at just like a random skate park and he'll be like, oh yeah, I just drew this like so many people like just do music. I think one of the dudes from the Blooms they skate and like they went to they're like, oh yeah, I know you from the skate park. So and same with like Rainbow Park, they also do like the Austin, like the lead singer, he skates too. So it's like everybody that skates, I feel like is always like so creative and like passionate about something, you know.
Yeah, I feel like you have to have a specific groove and kind of like a wave flow to skate, and then that kind of comes with the art and the music, like to create and do new things and try new things constantly. So I feel like just about every single skater I've met has done some kind of art on the side. So just his roommate Zach, he's an amazing artist. He actually created our shirts too, but he's been skating his whole entire life too, and then he started picking up like doing prints on t-shirts and everything like that, which are really cool too.
So I got a question for you, Josh. Daylando. Okay, dope. So we're on a time crunch. I'm just gonna speed through my last couple questions here. Daylando, way back. What was that?
Premiere of that fucking video, the most legendary video that came out in this area, like Orlando and Daytona, fucking legendary. All those dudes are like pro now, but like fucking legendary, dude. All those dudes are. Can't even, dude. That shit's crazy. That premiere was wild. Like everybody was like fucking going ham. Like it was at this old park in Midtown. And, like homies were like just like skating that shit and like they did the premiere and everyone was just like wilding out with like everyone was like shucking in beers and shit in the parking lot. It was nuts. But yeah, that video is like one that I like grew up on for sure. Like I think I was like super young when I like went to the premiere of that video and I was just like blown away.
So that was like a big old like premiere event?
Yeah, it was like one of the biggest videos that came out of like this area. Like it set every person in that video like to like a level, you know. Like it made like most of those dudes that are on that, like I said, are like pro. I think that dude Dalton Dern skates with like Bam Margera now.
One more. So Bum Life video? Bum Life video.
Dude,
yeah.
That's my first ever video part.
Yeah, tell me about it.
How do you know about that? That thing's not even on YouTube anymore. Homie like deleted it. He did all the videos off of that. That's crazy. You know about that.
Dude, for a stretch there, I think about 3 or 4 years you were posting that on hashtags and stuff. So I was very curious, like what was this thing? And I couldn't find it. And
yeah, it's gone. It's gone. Like the filmer, like he's like a biker now. Like he's like a crazy racist biker. He used to be really cool. Then he turned into a racist biker, and now it's just like oh man. It sucks. But yeah, he deleted all of his skate stuff. But that was a video that came out of like Daytona Beach, and it was like a bunch of our friends, like Zach Ferner, like I don't think he was in that at that point actually, but like just a bunch of like people that we went to high school with, and like we just filmed this like video that was kind of like the same length as Daylando, but it was just like one of like our first ever skateboarding projects that we ever did. So it was like yeah, like it took us like 2 years to film, I think.
Evie, you are from Russia, correct?
Yes, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
What was it like there?
I don't remember, but right now I wouldn't want to be there.
When did you come over?
When I was 4 years old, we moved to New York, and then shortly after we moved to Florida.
And how long were you in New York for?
I want to say like 11, 12 years, and then I've been in Florida for about 8 years now.
Were you starting to get involved with music up there and art and did creative outlets and stuff like that? Or was that something that you kind of found when you moved down here to Florida?
Well, my mom was a pianist her whole life, and my dad got into guitars really strongly, and then he's a like professional artist and everything like that, so it kind of ran in the family. So I grew up around it, and then I finally got into it when I decided to create a band and move down here.
Did you jam with any friends while you were up there? When did you start playing guitar or anything?
Right when I moved to Florida is when, yeah.
So, What is the North Florida scene like compared to like the Central Florida scene? I haven't been able to interview anyone yet from out of from outside of the scene, and I just kind of want to get an outside perspective from someone who's definitely been involved and more involved with the scenes than I have ever met. So you always had your ears to the ground, and I just kind of wanted to get your 2 cents on how. Maybe if there's a different vibe, or if like which one maybe you feel more comfortable in, or
I definitely feel better in Central Florida because right now in Northern Florida, I would say the music scene, especially in Daytona, is kind of dead. Like there are many amazing bands and artists doing their thing and working, but it's nothing compared to what it was 5 years ago. To say like there's constantly shows going on, and right now especially right now, there's nothing going on, but it's kind of sad right now, and then we're trying to build it up and get things going again, especially with like Rainbow Park and Fool's Gold. Those are some of the bigger bands right now that are trying to get it to work, but it's rough out there. In Central Florida, it never stopped. It kept going.
Yeah, we did open up kind of, some would say a little early, but it's definitely alive and well here. So were you getting show offers for, do you have to go? Are you good? That's not Marshall? It's not Marshall of Montgomery Drive. It is. Oh, you're fine. So yeah, he's been keeping track. Latch over there behind the camera. Last question: the album. When can we expect it? Have you guys been working on it? How many tracks? What are your influences? What are you putting into this? What is it?
That's gonna have to be mostly a secret right now. All you can know is we're going into record in June, and it's gonna be ready by July for your listening pleasure. And it's gonna be either an EP or an album. We'll see what we create, but right now we're looking at 9 songs that are completely original and new that we've been busting our ass to write and work on.
I'm beyond excited to hear that, especially having worked with you for so long and just been grinding out here together. So. Are you planning on expanding the lineup? Right now it's just you two, but are you planning on inviting maybe someone on backup guitar, bass, more keys? Maybe we could get a horn in there, drum.
No. I want to play trumpet, but I can't find one.
No!
I can't find a trumpet. Everyone's like $2,000 for a trumpet, but I might just get lucky one day. And then I'm like, look what I got.
No, but on a serious note, we are going to have a bassist and a drummer coming up soon. We're just very particular about who we work with now because we want it to stick, and we're tired of bouncing around between players and everything because we've been working on music solidly for over a year now, and then we don't want to mess anything up or get involved with anything at the moment. So we're just focused on our album, and then afterwards we can focus on the rest.
Well, with that, I must say I'm beyond excited to catch your first set here in Orlando, Central Florida, getting a sneak preview on some of those tracks you've been busy on. So, once again, you are...
Josh.
Awaystead.
Awaystead. I was saying Josh. Oh, and she's Evie too. Yeah, we're Awaystead. Awaystead, bitch.